Good morning to everyone. It's Wednesday, September 10th, and time for another few words. Tomorrow, the 11th, is certainly a reminder for just about everybody in our country and hopefully throughout the world as we commemorate those heinous events that happened 24 years ago. A reminder of the fruits of hatred, of violence. Just brings more death and more hatred and more violence. And so I read a story just recently, and it just came to my mind, boom, on the day that we're celebrating, and I thought maybe it would be the opportunity to share it with you. And it goes like this. It begins with a young, successful executive was traveling down a city street, a neighborhood street, at quite a good speed, a good clip, you know. He was going a little too fast maybe, but he was trying to avoid children darting in and out between parked cars. And he slowed down when he thought he saw something. And as his car passed, no children appeared. Instead, a brick smashed into his Jaguar's side. You know, he slammed on the brakes, he backed the car up, and he got out of the car and went over and found the first little child that he could find, and he grabbed him and put him up against the car. He says, "Hey, what the heck are you doing? That's a new car. Didn't you know what you did? That costs a lot of money to get fixed. Why the heck did you do it?" You know? And the young boy was very apologetic. He said, "Please, mister, please, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't know what else to do," he pleaded. "I threw the brick because no one else would stop." With tears dripping down his face and off his chin, the little boy said he brought it to around the parked car, and as the man looked behind the parked car, you know, the boy said, "It's my brother," he said. "He rolled off the curb and fell out of his wheelchair, and I can't lift him up. He's too heavy." And now sobbing, the boy asked the stunned executive, "Will you please help me to get him back into his wheelchair? He's hurt and he's too heavy for me, and I want to bring him home." You know, moved beyond words, the driver quickly and slowly, hurriedly lifted the wheelchair, the boy into his wheelchair, and then took out a handkerchief and he dabbed at the little scrapes and cuts that were there, and then, seeing that everything was going to be all right, you know, the little boy said, "Thank you, sir, and God bless you," the grateful boy said. You know, too shook up for words, the man just watched as the little boy rolled his brother in the wheelchair down the street toward his home, a long way away. But it wasn't as far, I don't think, as the walk from him to his Jaguar, a long walk of shame for him. He promised himself he was never going to get rid of that dent in that car. Matter of fact, he never got that dent fixed because it was going to be a reminder to him of this one message, always there to remind him. Don't go through life so fast that you need someone to throw a brick at you to get your attention. As Catholic Christians, we're called to look around ourselves and to see the hurt and the need that is around us always. We don't have to send away or wait for things to happen. We need to make them happen ourselves. There isn't anybody that I know of that doesn't need a good word, a kind thought, a little gentleness, a kindness, a little joy shared with them each day. We hunger for that, we appreciate that, we value that, and what a big difference it makes in the world around us if we can do that, if everybody began to do that. Look, be aware, be alert, and be courageous enough to reach out and make a difference in somebody's life. I just looked at a book that somebody gave me, it's on my shelf over here. I hadn't opened it in a couple of years now, but it's This Little Light of Mine, you know, it's a little children's book. But it's a song that I like to hear every once in a while because it's a song that I believe that we should be practicing. And the words go, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. And he goes on, and we all know the song in one way or another. Even when it rains, let it shine. Even when it snows, let it shine. Even when things are in good times, let it shine. In my neighborhood, let it shine. In my church, let it shine. We have to look around ourselves and make the world around us a brighter place, a better place, because we're going to notice, we're going to take advantage of the opportunities that come our way countless times each day to let the light of God that shines through us shine on someone other than ourselves. Let's bury some of the suspicion in our life, bury some of the fear in our life, bury some of the anxiety and the distrust that we have that comes with living in the society that we live in, the fast-paced me, myself, and I mentality that we have with ourselves. We are called to look out and to do for other, to be for other, to celebrate the gift of life by sharing that gift with others. Joy, hope, peace, and love of Christ be with you, not only today, but every day of your life. Be a light for someone other than yourself. Let your light shine, and let whether it be on your family, on the people that you share your life with each day, the people that God sends you each day to be, whose life means to be transformed and changed. Do it. Be it. Don't move through life so fast that you need someone to throw a brick at you to get your attention. Be the first to attend to the hurt and the need of others. Be a healer. Bring joy and hope to those around you in all that you say, in all that you do. Mary, Help of Christians, pray for us. Mary, Help of Christians, pray for you. God bless you all. Have a great week. Hope to see you next week.